How's it going, everyone? Bass here. Happy Friday to everyone watching. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about wide receiver Amari Rodgers and what to expect from him in the upcoming 2022 season after a very minimal 2021 rookie campaign. So, of course, the Packers selected Amari Rodgers in the 2021 NFL Draft in the third round out of Clemson, where he caught 77 passes and 1,020 yards and 7 touchdowns his last year at Clemson. And it seemed after that selection, Amari Rodgers was drafted to be the future at the slot receiver position for the Packers. But then, of course, Aaron Rodgers went out and stated he really wants Randall Cobb back, and the Packers then traded for Randall Cobb July of that year after the draft, which then really halted some playing time and snaps for Amari Rodgers year one. Amari only finished with 103 offensive snaps, less than both Juwan Winfrey and Equanimeous St. Brown, and that's only 10% of the total offensive snaps, so a super small sample size for Amari in his rookie year. He finished the year with 4 receptions for 45 yards and also had 1 rush for 11 yards. And they also had Amari Rodgers returning some punts during the year, but he never really looked comfortable doing so. I don't think that's his future on this football team. I think his future is on offense. I think someone like Romeo Doubs or someone else will probably return punts this year. I don't think Amari Rodgers will be doing that again. And I don't really understand why some people are already writing him off. I keep seeing it online, whether that be YouTube and Twitter. A lot of people are saying, oh, cut Amari Rodgers, or he's a bust. And it's like the dude barely played. I mean, 103 offensive snaps is not even anywhere close enough to judge a player, so I don't really understand the whole writing Amari Rodgers off at this point. Rookie wide receivers simply just have to develop most of the time, especially a third-round wide receiver going into the Packers offense where Aaron Rodgers likes everything to be 100% perfect, and I think that's what exactly Amari Rodgers is doing. He's developing. Wide receivers coach Jason Vrabel had this to say about Amari last month, quote, "He's taking those steps right now. I feel really good about Amari. Randall Cobb bumped me the other day and was like, yo, you can feel it from him. I just smiled. It's just the start right now." So it's very evident the Packers have big plans for Amari Rodgers going forward, and they're not writing him off, so you shouldn't either. And what is likely Randall Cobb's last season? I would assume he'd retire after this year. Obviously, depends how the year goes, but he's getting up there in age. I think it's probably his last year in the NFL. I think Amari will get a lot more opportunities from the slot and also as a runner this upcoming season. And I still fully believe he will be the future at slot receiver for the Green Bay Packers, and I think Matt LaFleur can do a lot of interesting things on offense with a player like him. And I actually have some film to break down to show you exactly what I mean, so let's get into it. So after going through and watching almost every offensive snap Amari Rodgers has had this year, what I've noticed the most is he's in motion a ton. They motion him a lot to set up jet sweeps, to set up reverses, set up quick screens. They motion him a lot, and I think that will stay the same. So again, sorry for the play button in the middle. It's just NFL Game Pass. I said it in my other video. Not a great product. It hinders me in certain ways like this, but it does go away, I think, midway through the play. But as we see here at the top of the screen, Amari Rodgers starting out wide, motioning down to the bottom, and he pretty much ends up a check down at this point. It's play action. He's probably Aaron Rodgers, I believe, third read. Everything's locked up. Amari Rodgers out here in the flat. Aaron Rodgers throws a quick pass to him. He makes the first guy miss, stays on his feet, and gains a few yards. And like I said, every time I see Amari Rodgers on the field, it seems he's doing some type of pre-snap motion, which will set up a lot for the future for him. So here's another one where, again, it's going to be pre-snap motion out of the slot. He's going to move in motion right here, pre-snap, and run a quick flat route. He is going to drop this ball, but again, it's kind of just the point of what they're scheming him into. They're scheming him into a lot of pre-snap motion, a lot of quick reads. As you see here, a quick 3-step, 2-step flat route. Does drop the ball. It happens. Drop passes. I don't see that as an issue going forward, but as I said, a lot I've seen with him is a lot of pre-snap motion. It gives me big Randall Cobb, rookie year, first few year vibes. And here's yet another one. He's going to come from right here at the bottom of the screen. He's actually going to do an orbit motion behind Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. I believe this is an RPO. If Aaron Rodgers keeps this and throws this orbit, which honestly I think he should have, because right here, Aaron Rodgers is looking at Amari. I think this gains more yards in this run because right now the defense is shifting towards this run. They have 2 blockers up top for 2 defenders. All Amari has to do is beat this one defender, get outside, which I think he could have. But this is an RPO. Aaron Rodgers decides to hand it to Aaron Jones. But this is what this is setting up. These motions, these orbit motions, I think they're going to use Amari Rodgers in this way a lot next year, a lot more than they did in 2021. And I think it will work. Like I said there, if Aaron Rodgers keeps that and tosses that up to Amari, I think he hits the outside, and I think he gains more yards than this run did. So like I said, they're just setting this kind of stuff up, and him going in motion like almost every time I've seen him on the field is a good thing. So with this play, there isn't pre-snap motion, but Amari Rodgers here at the bottom of the screen is going to end up in the backfield and end up getting a handoff, and that's what this sets up. He's getting a lot of work in the backfield, motioning, and I think he can be a very good runner as a wide receiver. And as you see here, it's an end around. He has DeGuara in front of him, Lucas Patrick as a swing guard, and this is a good designed play. I mean, you have two blockers for two defenders, and Amari Rodgers is a runner. You'll see he does not shy away from contact, and that's what I love about him. He runs through contact, stays on his feet. He actually doesn't get tackled here. Slams into that dude, and the only thing that stops him is the out-of-bounds mark. He thinks he's in bounds there, but he's clearly out. But that's what I mean with him. He's a very solid runner, and he can be used in so many different ways. That's why I love seeing him in so much pre-snap motion, and of course this as well with end-arounds. And then that sets up Aaron Rodgers keeping this ball here or handing it off before that. It sets up so much, and Amari Rodgers is such a versatile player and can be such a versatile player in this offense. I really like what I saw, even though it's such a small sample size, in what Matt LaFleur was doing with him. And here's another goal line design, like pre-snap motion. Amari Rodgers from the top of the screen is going to come down. It's going to be one of those quick screens to him where these two receivers pretty much right off the snap are going to go and block. It's pretty much a run play. But in this instance, Aaron Rodgers throws a very low ball. I think Amari could have kept that more flat, but nonetheless, this is a very badly thrown ball. But I think if it's a good thrown ball, there's a chance at scoring here. Because Amari Rodgers, if he catches that in stride, he's got a blocker here. He has to beat one guy. And Amari Rodgers, like I said, is a tough runner. So if you're putting him against a defensive back, I think he will either make him miss or power through him. I think it's Byron Murphy there. And Amari Rodgers, I think, could beat Byron Murphy one-on-one with the ball in his hand. So I think they're going to use this a lot with him next year. There's going to be a lot of packages where there are these quick screens. They don't have Devontae Adams anymore. I think they need to get the ball in Amari Rodgers' hands quickly rather than waiting. So I think that's going to be a good scenario for him. These quick screens off pre-snap motions where he has two blockers, you get the ball in your hands in forward motion, and you make a guy miss. And that's exactly what I think Amari will be good at doing. Now I have a few plays where he's a traditional route runner running some intermediate routes, and here he's in the slot. Here he's going to run a crossing route, fight off some contact in the middle of the field, make a nice catch. This is week one, the horrible week one game, the preseason game 4, you could call it, where Jordan Love ended up in the game late and all the backups as well. And you see Amari Rodgers running this crosser here, bumps into a linebacker, fights off that contact, still continues his route, gets to where he needs to be. Nice thrown ball, gets his hands up, secures the pass down, and the play skips because it's, again, game pass. But you get the point. Nice little crosser route there. Again, zone, finding the open zone, fighting through contact, and securing the catch. So with this one, it's going to be a dig route from Amari Rodgers here. He comes in motion from the top to be offset in the slot, and basically it doesn't go to him here. But I want to show you what I like about this route and why it's a nicely ran route. So at this point, I believe they're in man coverage. Yeah, they are. So what he's doing here, the cornerback's inside shade. Amari Rodgers is going to attack the outside of this cornerback, which is great. Makes him flip his hips, then he swipes underneath, and he does break open here on this dig route. Perfectly ran route in terms of against off man there. In the ability to know to go to the outside of that cornerback in man coverage, make him flip his hips, and then swipe underneath. Nice route there. I like seeing that from Amari. He seems like a very solid route runner. And with this one, Amari Rodgers at the top of the screen, he's going to be doing about a 15-yard comeback. And again, I'll tell you what I really like here. So he's starting from the outside here, and all the way until his snap down and until his break, he sells vertical very well. His pad level stays the same height. He's selling vertical to this cornerback here until, boom, snap down. Quick chop of his feet, gets back around to the sideline. He's open. I mean, Jordan Love throws to, I believe, Winfrey down there, which is also open, but both these guys are open. That was a great comeback route ran by Amari Rodgers. Like I said, selling vertical the entire way. He's got 6 yards of separation on this defensive back. So if Winfrey's not open, that's an easy target for Jordan Love, and that's an easy catch of 17 yards. And lastly, since I know a lot of people are going to ask, how does Amari Rodgers block? And he's been pretty above average from what I've seen. He seems like he's always marking. He's good at marking his man. He's always on him. And I'll show you here. This is probably his best blocking play. This is the Josiah DeGuara 62-yard screen touchdown. We have Amari here in the slot. He's going to progress up to the safety and hold the block throughout the entire play. And he doesn't know that, DeGuara's gaining this many yards. All he's worried about is blocking his man, and it actually is the most crucial block at the second level here, and allows DeGuara to sneak through and basically get this 62-yard touchdown. He's holding his guy the entire time. Not holding, but blocking his guy the entire time, and springs this and allows this to spring for a 62-yard touchdown. So really nice blocking here by Amari Rodgers and in the second level, not giving up, just throughout the whistle, blocking his guy throughout the whistle. Great effort there, and it allows, like I said, a 62-yard touchdown. All right, so that's all the film I have for you guys on Amari Rodgers. As I said, I think he'll be used in many ways in this offense going forward. I think a lot of motions, end arounds, quick screens, as you saw in this film when he was on the field, that's exactly how they were using him. And I also think they'll start to use him out of the backfield a little bit. Think early day Cobb, even Devontae Adams did it his first few years. They used him out of the backfield, sometimes out of shotgun. I think they will start to use him in that way as well. He's a super tough runner, a solid route runner, and I think he can really turn into something special in my eyes. But I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of Amari Rodgers? What's your future projection on him for the 2022 season and moving forward past that? Just leave that down in the comments below. But that about does it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll catch you on the next one. As always, go Pack Go.